This is the best I've seen their selection in quite a while. Normally this Costco is bare, but they had a lot here today.
How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to Whiskier. Let's go on an exciting bourbon hunt.
All right, I know what you're thinking by the title. This is not Costco, but this is the first spot on the day. It is a brand new Rouses. I've actually only ever been in here once and I didn't see their whiskey section, but apparently they have one and they told me that I could film here. So we're gonna go check out their whiskey, hit this one up, and then we're gonna go to Costco, which is about 10 minutes down the road. See you inside. All right, you guys, so we made it inside of Rouses here. I've recently been talking a good bit about Japanese whiskeys and I need to try. I think I might go home with this today because I remember my first time ever going to Kentucky. I actually won a giveaway to go to the Buffalo Trace Distillery for a brunch. And while I was there, I took basically the man that got me into whiskey, helped get me into whiskey, and he said this is one of his favorite Japanese whiskeys. He still to this day really enjoys it. I didn't realize it was only like 30 bucks, so I might take that home. Oh, EY? I don't know how that really is pronounced, honestly, but it's 80 proof Japanese whiskey. 32 bucks, not bad. If it's any good, or if you like it, let me know down below. So 7.3 Irish Channel, $69.99. 90 proof Irish whiskey right there. JT Mellick, got the high proof small batch for $56.99. It's a fantastic bottle. That's probably one of the best releases that they could have released out of that distillery. And I wish more distilleries did that. You're just taking your regular small batch, but you're upping the proof to what you see fit. Like 118 proof. That's excellent, and under 60 bucks. At least this store has it for under 60. It's festival season. Let me tell you about Whiskey Washback. Whiskey Washback is just one of those places. You can have an amazing pour, an amazing cocktail, or some of the best food you've ever had all in one night. And there's everything from your craft distilleries all the way up to your major brands as well that are gonna be there. Some of the highlights from last year for me, Michter's was there with their 10-year rye and bourbon, and they were pouring it up. They had multiple bottles of it. Bardstown Bourbon Company had a beautiful display with some of their best offerings in the lineup. And Green River was there with their offerings, and they also had the coin game, which was very fun and very interactive. Everyone seemed to have a really great time with that. You get to chat with a lot of brand reps from these larger companies, and I even ran into a lot of distillery owners or master distillers as well. Here's a list of the Whiskey Washback events coming to you soon. Up first is New York City, October 3rd at the legendary Bowery Hotel. Next, we head to Dallas on October 17th at the Empire Room. And on November 7th, Chicago. That'll be the first time that the Whiskey Washback Festival event takes place in the city. And to wrap it all up, November 21st in Washington, D.C. That event last year was phenomenal. To purchase yourself some tickets for Whiskey Washback, make sure you head to whiskeywashback.com. Use code Whiskier20 for 20% off of your ticket order. And we will see you at the festivals. And then their regular small batch right here, they have for $42.99. Same exact whiskey, just bumped up in proof. I prefer this one all day. Long Branch, $39.99. You know, I've actually never had Long Branch, or if I have, I don't remember it. But back in the day, this was Matthew McConaughey's whiskey that he was kind of backing. Now it looks like they have Eddie Russell's name back on the bottle of Long Branch, but it's one that I'm really not familiar with, and I don't think I've ever had it. Bywater Bourbon for $49.99 right there out of New Orleans. I saw another brand that it's somewhere on the shelf over here. I just glanced. Another Louisiana brand that I've never heard about, and I should probably try that one soon as well. It's not this one though, but I know Sugarfield. So Sugarfield Street Bourbon, 101 proof, blended and bottled by Sugarfield. So I don't know if Sugarfield makes any of their own or if they have some juice that's coming out. I have no clue. Got that one here for $51.99. These are always very solid for me. These Remus picks right here, Trey Bourbon single barrel. This one comes in at 118.1 proof for $55. I'm telling you, they're pretty fantastic from the ones that I've had. Some Green River products. They got the Green River Bourbon and the Wheated. $32.99 for the bourbon and then $34.99 for the wheated bourbon right there. Did you see they're coming out with Elijah Craig barrel strength ryes? Unless they already came out with one, but I saw a rumor or I saw the TTB approved label maybe that they were coming out with those, and I'm actually really excited for that. I like some of the Elijah Craig stuff from Heaven Hill Distillery, especially when you're getting into those barrel proofs. Those are really good. Got a few of the Michter's offerings for some great prices too, might I add. I like the Michter stuff. I recently just tried, probably for like the 4th or 5th time, my buddy has 5 bottles of Michter's 10-year rye. and I'm starting to really love that one even more. I know Philip Medier with Distillery Acadian, that is his favorite rye of all time. Me, I'm still going with Jack Barrel Proof, but the Michter's Rye is a close second. And Old Forester Barrel Strength Ryes, those are amazing too. Here it is. Here's the brand I was thinking about. Good Earth, hand straight made bourbon, 95 proof, $54.99. Bayou Terrebonne Distillery. Okay, I've definitely heard of them. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Bayou Terrebonne in Houma. Okay, so they make all their own whiskey. Maybe not all, but at least this one is. True to the boot, 95 proof. 54 bucks, it's not bad. I might have to pick this up soon. I don't know about today. I'm eyeing that Japanese whiskey, and we got another stop after this. Bullets bottled and bond for $54.99. That's a solid price. And a solid whiskey too. I did hear, they don't have it. You and I, okay, remember we grabbed the Bullet 12-year rye recently in our last video. Some people commented and said that that's done. They might be doing away with the 12-year. I don't know how true that is, but I will say I got it for $44, I think it was, at the store, Freeman's, and it's delicious. For that price, it's fantastic. They got a Penelope toasted pick here, $67.99, 110 proof, char 3 heavy toast. They also have an Architect store pick, Intense Stave, aged 4 years for $57.99. A couple of the standard Penelope offerings. Peg leg porker, something I'm not familiar with. And then back here, they got Buffalo Trace for $22.99. It's a great price. And they got a ton of it as well, no limit. All right, just went back through, made sure we didn't miss anything. I'm gonna grab this though and take this with me. And we got another spot to go to. We're going to Costco. I haven't been there since I started the channel, so we'll see you at Costco. All right, so we're walking out of Rouses. I got the Japanese whiskey, but apparently by one day, yesterday I missed it. They were doing an allocated event where they had baskets, they had Pappy 23 and all kinds of stuff. Had no clue that that was happening yesterday. And I didn't have any plans, so I would have definitely been here, but it is what it is. We scored this, and we'll see what we can find at Costco. All right, we made it to Costco. I don't know what people do on a Monday to be off. I mean, I know what I do. That's why I'm here, to do my job. But what do all these people do? The parking lot is full. There's people everywhere, and it is 11 a.m. on a Monday. Anyway, we're gonna go see what the bourbon selection's looking like at Costco, and if anything's worth it, then we might grab something. All right, we made it inside of Costco. They got this Calumet 18 year for $3.99 behind a glass case too. Right next to it, Doc Holliday 15 year. I wonder if that's the buff turkey stuff that they had, but that one right there is $2.60. Got like a special edition Johnny Walker Blue Ice, $2.80. You see that right there? That's pretty cool. Pretty close up. They got like a puffer jacket covering it, kind of. This right here, look, Kirkland Bottled and Bond for $24. You get a liter. It's really good, actually. I've gone through quite a few of these, and I've dumped a couple of these in the Infinity Barrel as well. For that price, I will, yeah, it's great for that price. Some Kentucky Owl Confiscated Bourbon for $99. Got this Derringer. Let's see if I can get it open. Got the Derringer there, H Derringer, $86.99 right there. Beautiful packaging. Okay whiskey. It's not the best. They got the new Lost Recipe, 70 bucks. I don't have this one yet, but I want to try it before I buy it. We have a meetup this week, Patreon meetup. By the way, check out the Patreon link in the description. We're doing our first ever meetup and barrel pick together. I'm hoping that someone brings this bottle so that I can try it, because I know Costco, they got cases of it here. I'll be able to come back and grab one if I really enjoy it, but $69.99 for that one. Got the Penelope, oh, that's a good price. That's probably the best price for any of the Penelope stuff. The walnut, if they had a walnut for that price, I'd probably grab it, but they got the peach right here. Peach Old Fashioned. I'm personally much bigger fan of their walnut, and for that price, I mean, that's great. Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel for $46.99 right there. That's solid. I'm hoping they have rare breed. Sometimes they have rare breed for a really, really good price here. Four Roses Single Barrel for 39 bucks. Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond for $38. That's a phenomenal price. Normally, I thought I'd see it at $42 over here is what I thought it was, but they're going below 40 now. 7-year, 100 proof, age-stated whiskey from Heaven Hill. It's pretty great. I didn't know they carry Old Grandad. $22.99 for a bottle of Old Grandad. That's a killer price. This used to be pretty allocated here and in Colorado. I couldn't find Old Grandad anywhere. When I did, it was around $30. This Jack Daniel's single barrel kit, both 750s, 64 bucks. I've seen this gold label right here for $64 by itself at some stores. And you get both of them, look at that. Both of them for $64, that's a killer deal. Great gift too, by the way. A lot of people ask, what's a good gift to give someone, especially now that we're getting into the holiday season. For that price, pretty good. Buffalo Trace, $22.69. I find it pretty impressive, Grant. A lot of the stores that we've gone to around town or in the past, they're starting to compete with Costco. And I've said that in a few videos, like this is Costco prices, because I know that Buffalo Trace is normally $22. What's crazy about it though, look how many cases there are of Buffalo Trace. I mean, it is an unreal amount. Hibiki, a lot of people told me that's when I've been talking about Japanese. A lot of people said Hibiki's really good for $75. No Wild Turkey Rare Breed though. But there is something that I do want to grab. While we're here, I might as well. So I was gonna grab a bottle of the Fireball Blazing Apple just to try it and take it home, but I don't need a liter of that. I can go to another liquor store that's selling it right now, and just get a small bottle just to try it. But for $22.99, I do need another bottle of Old Granddad. I think I'm either running low or I'm completely out, and I'm not gonna beat that price around town, so this is what we're gonna take home from Costco. Overall, this is the best I've seen their selection in quite a while. Normally this Costco is bare, but they had a lot here today, and I was impressed. Look at all that Buffalo Trace. That's probably the highlight of the Costco day. That's insane. All right, y'all, we're done for the day. Let's show you what we got. So first stop at Rouses. Again, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Hawaii is how I would think. 80 proof Japanese whiskey. Then I grabbed this Old Granddad, 114 for $22 inside of Costco. It's pretty hard to beat that. We were about to leave and I told Grant, I'm actually a sucker for the samples here, okay, at Costco. This is something that I am so excited for. I think it's gonna be an amazing series. But yeah, we got this Whiskey Tour of the World. It is heavy, guys. Whiskey Tour of the World. On the side right here, it looks like certain parts, they come with their own books. You get 2 Glencairns, and then on the back, it shows you every country. There's whiskey from Peru in here, the Taiwanese whiskey, Swedish whiskey. I just can't wait to dive into this and have some fun with it. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok as well so that you don't miss this series. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. That was actually a pretty fun one and interesting. I didn't even have to leave my town. I just went to some spots that I haven't been to in a really long time. And at Rouses, I've never been to bourbon hunt. We'll see you guys in the next one.